Hello everyone, my name is Corazar, and welcome back to Vintage Story Desert Life, episode 250. This video was originally streamed live on YouTube on October 19th, 2025. I hope you enjoy the video. So you'll need another server host. I think there's, I know Solston often has ads for lagless.gg. I tend to, by tend to, I mean always do. I have my own server box that I have at my house. It's actually sitting here next to me. It just isn't on most of the time. I just run games from that. It's reasonably powerful for most games that I play with my friends. Base plant. Trying to think of the other server host that I used to see all the time. Can't think of it now. It was a .gg again, I think. From top to bottom, capital shaft base. So this is the capital, huh? Absolutely capital, old lad. Old boy. Old chap. Oops. I'll get that right the first time one of these days. Is there a server for the Kura Zealots? Oh, for you guys. No, there is not. I've discussed running servers before. The unfortunate thing about servers is that at least running one as a creator is that I think it kind of creates an expectation that I'll show up every now and then to like say hi and check out people's builds. And right now with the two kids, I just don't have time for that. And I don't have time for like managing it either. So if the mods wanted to get involved with that, I could put something up maybe as like a Patreon thing. I don't know. I really don't know. Alright, so we need some andesite for the ceiling. Oh, we also need, there's a ring of acacia under here. Oh. Oh, no, 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 no. Oh, no, 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 no. Destiny, not for me. Destiny. I forget how the rest of that part goes. Oh, that's going to be fun to put in. Here is where the ankle breaking happens, guys. You don't have the expectation? You just wanted to have a place to play Vintage Story with? Yeah, I'll think about it. If maybe I'll put it to a poll. Like, see how many people are interested. It would probably need to be a Patreon thing because there are expenses with running a server that I'd need to like offset. But yeah, if there's a lot of interest in that, I could maybe see about you know, soliciting some people who would be moderators, and then getting that going. I've never been fully opposed to it, just like I don't have the time to really invest in it and make it feel like, you know, part of the Kura community. Look for the crow's nest Percuss runs it. I've actually had a chance to talk with Percuss recently. Met them for the first time. Aside from like here, they showed up here a few streams ago, I believe. Alright, so let's get... I guess we do need some more... sandstone. So, do I still have that with me? I do have that. I also put some away already. Let's go get that back out. It's weird considering the game is a built-in mod API. So it's I think it's not so much about the mod API as it is about the mod storage. Basically, they don't want to let you upload your own mods to the server, because that's an easy way to get malware on a server, is to let people upload stuff to it. So I totally understand why they don't want to allow people to upload mods to the server. I don't know how the bigger hosts do it. I probably, you know, a lot of virtualization, where if you upload a virus to your server, it's going to just blow up your server and not their servers. The scaffolding mod would help. Oh, you know what? Well, I have scaffolding from Workbench Extended somewhere. We could certainly use that. It was very expensive to make, as I recall. Let me see. Scaffolding. Yeah, that's right. It takes rope. Oh my goodness, I forgot about that. That was very expensive scaffolding. Let's go rest. It is both windy and high activity right now, so that makes for a really rough combination. Coffee break while, cold coffee break while I sleep. Okay. I say when coffee or tea cools down, it becomes instantly less palatable. Just tastes like chalk now. Got mouth chalk going on. We're gonna need some more acacia too. Do I have more in here? No. How about in here? No. How about down here? Also no. I'll do some of you. Let's steal you for a minute. Whoops. That weird moving mouse inventory bug strikes again. I will just chuck you in here for later. Or I won't. I'm already carrying you. Whatever, it's fine. Let's see. So the best way to do this... What is the best way to go about doing this? So part of me wants to go around the whole edge and just chop out all these edge blocks. But then I gotta remember to put them back in later, and I don't know how wise that is. Ooh, how wise that is. Let's just use scaffolding. Not as elegant, but it'll work. Do I have it in here? Here we go. I have 40. We'll see how many we have at the end of this. And... Oh, you know what? I think we used all of our acacia, didn't we? I had to chop a little bit for something earlier. Does they have more lurking in one of these? No. Okay. Well, let's take a real quick tree chopples break. I want you. And I want to close you. There we go. Let's get choppling. Let's get Chopin. Hey there, Alexander FF. Hoo wow, hoo wow. Glad to see I'm still streaming. You bet. It's good to have you back here, Alexander. It's been a while. Phoenix wants to play with other people, but the passive time function of the game makes playing on an always-on server unattractive. Yeah, you have to you have to make sure you're on probably at least a couple times a week. The remedy for that is to dramatically lengthen spoil times, which is probably something I'd consider doing for any server like that. To make it so that maybe food would only spoil every 2 to 3 weeks. We're out of room already. Let's chuck our wood here. I don't remember you. I remember you. Oop. Yeah, I'm not a Rust player, and I likely never will be. Not my style of game. It always seemed to be on you to play out the winters. Yeah, that's something else that I'd probably think about would be, would I set the server spawn to a tropical location? Yeah, so no one has to deal with winter, unless they want to go north and find it. It's going to be fresh axe time here in a minute. Did you lose sound, or did the whole stream lose it? Looks like it was just you, no polycats. Uh-oh. Dad joked. Where do you learn to make banana splits? At Sunday school. Oh, wrong chest. There we go. Stick you in there. There we go. And then room, just enough room for one last tree here. Which brings us to all of the acacia trees. Ugh. I saw that guy over there for a split second. 56. That has less durability than a new stone axe. All right. Oop. Just a couple over here. Take a quick stroll here. Make sure I didn't miss anything over this way. Oop. Some seeds. I'll take those. Okay, we're good. Feels totally different here now with these trees gone. Okay, so we are good on acacia for a little while. Let's go start this process. I don't want to do it. Oop, ow, cactus. Man, what is the best way to go about doing this too? Like, I guess I can build up. And then we'll need to do it like an extra block away so it doesn't connect by accident. Oh, right. This is funky. I forgot. There's a way to make it go up, and I forget what it is. Right. You gotta put your cursor on the top side of the geometry. Okay. That's why I didn't like this mod too much. Now this, no spot to attach to. No, I'm pretty sure. Oh, there we go. Okay. I'll break you. Oh, goodness, would you please go? Arg. There we go. Oh, my goodness. That was pain. Nope, nope, nope. That is not what I wanted. Nope, stop it. Oh my goodness. Yeah, this mod is not too intuitive. You really do have to pay attention to the block geometry sometimes. Alright. Let's get this going on. I forgot my saw, so once we're out, we'll have to go get some more. That's okay. Got a full stack to start. Maybe the ankles will break. You're all excited about my ankles. My goodness. You're all evil. Evil, I say. Alright, so these are just going to be... And I'm going to just deal with the end grain. Okay, that's fine. I don't care. Dealing with slabs, you don't really get the luxury of worrying about grain direction. Excited about angles. What are we, Victorian England? Just about. Alright, so we had 40 to start. We want to have 40 here. Hey, look at that. Alright. Perfect. Flawless victory. And I think for these few over here, we can worry about getting that from the walls. That should be fine. Let's... I don't know, let's put the next one like... Here. Ugh. Blah. I feel like ladders are better. This, like on these curves. I don't know. Let's just put it, I don't know, here? Is here good? Here's perfect, right? Is that good? That's perfect. Yep. Is that how high I want it to be? Yes. Definitely. Go up. Hey, Phil Boswell and JMBT are both back. Welcome back, guys. We are building and decorating the walls of the template. Oh, that's done. Okay. I wonder, can I do like this and then go this way? No, it's got to go directly. Okay. Well, that's okay, fine. Fine. If anybody calls OSHA, you're in trouble. I'm docking your pay. Oh, I can't reach it. Can I reach it from under here? I don't know. Oh, happy day. Oh, yes, there we go. Okay, we made it. I can't reach them while I'm crouched. I have to jump. Or just be uncrouched. Not sure I can reach anything from here. Nope. Okay. Maybe I don't need scaffolding. I could just do this. Look how easy and fun this is. I feel like this makes the ankle bet more interesting. You know what? Skip the scaffolding. This is the way to do it. My goodness. That is totally the way to do this. Buy scaffolding. Hey there, Dougie. Oops, not that. You caught alive. Yes, you did. We're flipping and flapping live. But we're catch and release only. Just so you know. Alright, let's... is there a ladder around here somewhere? I've been leaving ladders around and then taking them down recently. Let's go get up top. Thanks for the content. Well, thanks for watching it. And for being here for the stream. Boing. It would be even more illegal to threaten than just asking people not to call OSHA. Listen, you. Listen. Listen to this government shill over here, guys. Talking about workers' rights and safety and stuff. Ugh. Some kind of socialist. It's the true American freedom dream to die on the job. Don't need no safety harness. Look at me. And just like in real life, if you crouch, you can't fall off a ledge. This is something Tyrone got from real life. It's like, look, Ma, I'm safe. It's all the OSHA I need. How about workers' wrongs? That's when they displease the boss. You get the whip. They say, whip or script. Kind of like a little carrot versus stick saying. Whip or script. All you ankle voters are just like, I can hear you all praying over there. Like, please let this be the time that he falls. That was close. It's weird. I can't get more than one block placed per jump. Which I realize is probably kind of annoying to watch, but that's what I got to work with here. Hey, I got 2 that time. Oop. Nope. As a rock climber, you can confirm you never fall off a cliff while crouching. See? Told you it was real. Oops. Nope. I'm getting sloppy. Where'd that go? There you are. Alright, back we go. Where were we? Right there. Oop, that's a little... Trying to get 2 blocks here and there. It's not going well. I'm not getting that one. That can tie. I have to drop to the floor for no reason. Hey there, Lorenzi. I think you're a new face around here, aren't you? Welcome, first of all. As a former Egyptian pyramid constructor. You can also confirm you can only place 1 block while jumping. Yeah, I bet you also didn't have pockets that could store like multiple thousands of cubic meters of rock at once, did you? Oh, technology. Oh, we're getting there. We will need some more of this, but not too much. Their stack or so ought to be enough. That sun is something else, though. Can't reach that one, I guess. There we go. Got 56 people on stream. Yeah. Yeah, I have a pretty good core group of regular watchers. Not everyone does it for every stream, but a lot of folks catch them as the videos or just as VODs. The Adventure Story is definitely, while it's made some strides, it's definitely far from mainstream. All right, see, I think about a stack should do. Let's go around, I guess. Preserve the ankles. Oop. It's also mealtime. If I'd put the acacia banister in, would I've had to jump? I don't know. Actually, well, I'd have to jump on the banister. There's that. Let's go get us a fresh giant block of stone. Also, strip that. I'm gonna drop the scaffolding too. It is not as useful as I thought it would be. And right, big stone block. There you are. Do I have any wishes for 1.22? Yeah, I have one wish. I wish that 1.22 will not come out until after we complete Desert Life. And that it lines up perfectly so that I can start a new Let's Play in the new version right when it comes out. That worked out pretty well for 1.18 in the second guide season. I got one more. Oh well. All right. Let's go around this way. I'm going to go back to where we ended, just because we have to walk around that way anyway. Am I thinking another guide series? Yes, I very much want to do another guide series. I've had a lot of people clamoring for it, and I'm also ready for it. Wait, what the heck? Oh, wait. Where did I stop? Oh, here it was, okay. There it was, okay. Whew. No, where did I stop? Here. Really? No. Right here, okay. Whew. I'm going crazy, guys. I'm going real crazy. But yeah, it's I started this series specifically because I didn't want to do another guide series. I needed time to, like, you know, cool off, and I had some requests to do a live stream, and this actually wasn't intended to be a live stream series. I was going to do an initial like live stream to kick it off, and then I planned on doing like a regular recorded series rather than live. And if I had done that, it would probably be over already. We probably have finished this, because I'd have, like, I don't have a ton of time to play in the week. Like, I have like usually an hour or two every night of free time where I can do whatever I want, which isn't like usually enough to stream. Like Wednesday's hour and a half stream is about as long as I can get away with once a week of like straight time to dedicate to doing this. So like an hour or two every night where I can do what I want, but there are still chores that pop up. Maybe there's dishes I need to do, or cats need to be fed, cat boxes need to be scooped, trash got to get taken out, all that kind of stuff. So like if I did a regular series, I'd have had some more time to play throughout the week, and then I can sort of pick at editing as I go. And so this probably would have been done a while ago, but it would be probably a very different build, honestly. My original idea for this was a much shorter temple. It probably would have been, it probably would have been, like the whole area would have been about the size of just the petals here. With like maybe these being the exterior walls, with a smaller build kind of in like where that mound is there, that dune. So we have like a main temple there, and then some outbuildings, and that was going to be the temple. I was going to do like a short one to kind of represent like a larger, flatter area for catching the sun. Like think of like solar panels, minus the solar panels, minus the power generation. We're going to need some more of this actually. I miscalculated. If I was a duck, it'd be a misquaculation. You're back properly with coffee. What have you missed? You missed me not breaking my ankles so far. Let's get some more. You missed me not getting enough polished sandstone blocks. That's for sure. I decided to do a massive temple. I'm already crazy. Well, so I put it to a vote. I was going to do, like I said, a smaller temple with like more outbuildings. And then I put it to a vote, and people wanted a tall temple. Because I had started sketching out alternate ideas. Because I was like, short and wide is cool. What about tall and spiky? And I liked both and couldn't decide between them. I hadn't thought much about the scale of this one. Before I started, I'm like, let's just make it big. Why not? I'm not sure that I expected a multi-year journey in this series, but I kind of like it now, honestly. And I know that I've mentioned about Forever Worlds and this game not really being ready for them yet. And I do have a caveat to that, is that while you can't, while I don't think you can reliably do a Forever World Midget story yet, you can still migrate your builds over. So like if you have a build you particularly love, bring it with you. Let's see, we're gonna need the saw, so that we can make some more acacia planks, slabs. Nope. We sleep first. How many hours in this save? We're actually surprisingly short. That's not a bed. This is a bed. We are just over 200 hours. I think we're about 220-ish hours right now. Might even be a little bit lower, like 210, 216. Because we only get like 4.5 hours of gameplay per week. And that's assuming we have a chore stream in addition to a regular dream. Acacia or achacha? Akakia. It's the poop log. I'm 12. I didn't get the saw because it was being guarded. Okay, I think we're okay. Let's sneak in, grab the saw, and not get shot. Target acquired. Commencing extraction. It's the IKEA tree. Yeah, they use akaka wood at IKEA. For sure. For sure. have a good suggestion. Before every chapter, it might be good to have a install config video. Before every chapter? You mean every chapter? For a guide series, I will have a, like, here's how we're going to get the world. Because this time around, I want to actually, like, spend time finding the right spawn area. I don't normally recommend that, like, for Vintage Story, because, you know, part of it is survival. Like, it's more extreme, and you got to deal with what's handed to you. Pardon me, coughing break. I was coughing, not coffee, by the way. So normally I would recommend, if you're playing Vintage Story, especially for the first time, like, just start in a world, and really only ditch the first world if it's a really horrible, like, you start in a miles wide forest that's nothing but larch. That's not a saw. Like, just no, start over. You're gonna get eaten by bears constantly. No point. But aside from that, like, it's honestly, I recommend playing with what the game gives you, and then going on an adventure, like the first season, to find your forever home spot. The only reason that I wouldn't want to do that again for a guide series is that, one, with 2 kids, right now I'm going to have even less time to record. Like, when I did the first guide season, and the second one, Vintage Story was my hobby. Like, I had a little bit of time for, like, a second series, but not an edited one. Like, I was just playing Star Sector or Sunless Sea or Wildmender, just recording it for 40 minutes and then slapping it on YouTube. Which I'm realizing now that I could have done live streams instead. But the timing was real bad. I'd have been doing live streams at, like, you know, weird times throughout the day, unpredictable. So it wouldn't have worked out that great, honestly. But, like, if I wanted to play other games or do other stuff, I had no time. Like, I didn't watch anime. I didn't play other games while I was doing Vintage Story Guide Season 1. I sort of freed up some time once I learned how to record and edit more efficiently, and that's what let me do the secondary series. And then that was then my hobby. I didn't have time for other stuff outside of that either. So I think the searching for a place to live is, with 2 kids now, 2 kids and no money, that, you know, it just would take too much time to search, so I'd rather have it be, like, right there. Or, alternatively, I could start a world where the spawn area is not my dream home, but where I maybe go in and create it beforehand, and I fly around and find a place that's really good. And then I can say, like, you know, have an episode about finding your forever home, and be like, hey, I found this place in creative because of time constraints, but we're going to go on an adventure and go there on foot and see if we still like the place, which I hope I would. Number 6, the Larsh. A coffin break. From earlier, my coughing break. I don't think I need to jump as much for these. Okay, I do. I lied. These are easier to place. Sort of. I lied. Alright, so we need still quite a few. Let's do, like, 3 stacks. These 3 stacks. So that's going to be about 80. It's about 40, 120. Let's just do... We'll do this. We'll have a few extras here. hopefully. See how that goes. Go. Okay. You just mean overkill people's questions about pantograph, etc. You can do just one video, send them, and figure out everything? I'm afraid I don't quite follow that. You'd love to see tea and coffee bit story, Patrick? I think we might start seeing some of that, because I know Tyron wants to add in some kind of herbalism. He's mentioned that I think... Did I see that in the 1.22 roadmap, or was that separate to that? I don't recall. I know I did see that he's adding in a weapon upgrades system. He showed a screenshot of a weapon, a copper falx that was upgraded to basically be as strong as like a iron or steel falx. That's pretty cool. That's exciting to me because, as I mentioned before, some enemies just have too many hit points to just chunk through, especially when you're being swarmed by them. And like in an open field, a swarm of enemies isn't a huge threat. You can run away usually. It's when you're like underground. Oh, there it is again. When you're underground and there's nowhere to run. Even in steel full plate, you can still get capped pretty hardcore by the mobs down there. But yeah, I think with the herbalism, Tyron had mentioned about doing like herbalism to the point where it's like some kind of alchemy, basically potions and stuff. I think I even saw he mentioned potion making in general. Would be cool. I've seen some mods with potions, and they're interesting. I think what I really want to see is more access to the Jonas parts. Just because, like, and I know I've mentioned this before, but like, trying to get into the Jonas stuff is so hard. Like in a normal playthrough, you could definitely spend 500 hours and just never see that one Jonas part that you need. Like you're trying to make a the helmet, the night vision helmet. Like you just might never see the whatever illuminator you need, or the parts to make it. And it's all RNG, which is fine. Like RNG drops are fine. The problem is they're so scarce that you're just, you're unlikely to get the things that you need, even if you're hunting for them. So I feel like there needs to be a place to acquire them, or trade for them, or buy them, or make them, get schematics for them, just something that makes them viable. Alright, I am pretty happy with that. I'll take a quick coffee break this time. Not the lungs coughing break, but the drinky coffee break. Okay, I'm back. Hey there, Mystery Lady. How am I doing? Doing okay. I mentioned earlier I had a pretty rough weekend so far. Kurzini ended up in the hospital on Friday, but we're all okay and we're back now. It's just a bit of a scare. So, get out of here. I want to do some of these because we have these to place up there as crenellations. So let's go up there and do that. We're going to need some more of the polished stones, which is fine. We know where to get those. Alexander, you're sad to hear the 2 kids and no money thing. To be honest, it's we're perfectly fine. It's more like 2 kids and no sleep. The problem of the year. Hey, look at that. Let's get a hammer and chisel. There we go. That ought to be enough. We're only doing every other cap over here. Let's get you out of here. And I'm going to flatten these out too, just to make sure. There we go. And let's see, how did I do these? I made sure to basically move 1 block cardinally every time. Okay. Manage that. Okay, why are there still only 4 frames? Is it because it's summer, so the bees aren't doing anything? I don't know. I don't like it. Well, everyone, that's going to about do it for this episode of Vintage Story Desert Life. I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, let me know by leaving a like or a comment in the section below. But for now, as always, my name has been Kurazar. Thank y'all for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.